Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Buckle up, because we've got two absolute gems to look at too. Defendants who walked into court thinking they could act like complete jackasses in front of two judges who were absolutely not in the mood to entertain their nonsense. Spoiler alert, it doesn't end well for either of them. But before we dive in, I need to talk about something seriously important, and that's today's sponsor. Aura now, unless you've been living completely off-grid, eating moss off trees and using pine cones as currency. You've probably heard about the massive data breach that just happened. And when I say massive, I mean the biggest one yet. Over 2.9 billion records were stolen from National Public Data, a service that provides personal information to employers, private investigators, staffing agencies, basically anyone who runs background checks. These stolen records include full names, dates of birth, phone numbers, and social security numbers. Everything a scammer, spammer, or hacker would need to ruin your week, your financial life, or your sanity. And because the universe apparently hates us sometimes, the group responsible for this breach has already dumped most of that information onto the internet for free. Not even soldiers tossed out there like confetti at a parade celebrating identity theft. And here's where this gets personal. I was notified by Aura that my own social security number was included in this breach. Yeah, my actual real number is floating around out there in the hands of people who think being a cyber criminal is a Senji personality trait. Was I furious? Absolutely. But was I worried? Not really, because Aura had my back. Aura didn't. Just send me one of those vague "something might have happened" messages? No. They hit me with immediate alerts, both through the app and by email, clearly telling me what was leaked and offering step-by-step services to help get my information removed from the dark web and other shady databases. That's why I trust Aura. They monitor your personal information, protect your financial accounts, and even offer up to $5 million in identity theft protection coverage if the worst-case scenario ever becomes reality. So instead of panicking and refreshing my bank accounts every 10 minutes, it's cool. I could actually breathe knowing Aura was already handling it. Clip
State versus Christopher Cooper, 18 CR 280.
Present, Your Honor.
Okay, you're appearing via Zoom. Were you going to hire an attorney or apply for court appointed?
Your Honor, last week I acknowledged that I would like a court appointed, and I verbalized my email in order to receive some document, neither of which actually transpired. On those grounds and the nature of the case, I would like to move for dismissal of any action or claim against me based on Kansas statute 60-241.
Hang on. What, on the grounds you didn't get an email?
Failure to prosecute, Kansas statute 60-241.
Right, hang on.
I emailed him twice to watch the video to get the email address. It kept bouncing back. So
Yeah.
I sent him one in the mail, like USPS.
Yeah, so we sent it to the one you gave us. We even watched the video because this is recorded, by the way. And got it exactly right for sure, and it kept bouncing back. So the email's no good.
That's inaccurate. It's a business email.
It's the email you gave us, whatever, you may have said it wrong. Because we
Could
have,
this stenographer...
do you understand?
Right. I do understand. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's recorded.
Good.
Did you write the word dot instead of putting the period? I mean, what are we saying here?
I didn't send it myself. My assistant sent it. She's very well versed in this. So it's been sent in the mail to your address that you say you are at. So you haven't got it yet either?
No, sir. I would like the court-appointed attorney, please.
You have to fill out the application and turn it in.
All right.
So you don't have it in the mail either?
Not yet, sir.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you. You'll need to come in and fill it out then.
Your state is the one preventing me from getting a license to be able to do.
And that pretty much wraps up the first hearing. The defendant clearly thought he could talk his way around the situation, but he didn't seem to realize that Judge M is absolutely not the type of judge you want to test. Judge M is one of those find out the hard way. Judge is the kind who has zero hesitation, pointing you straight toward the nearest Kansas jail if you push your luck too far. When someone walks into that courtroom acting like they're untouchable, Judge M is more than willing to remind them how the justice system actually works. With that chaotic exchange out of the way, we move on to the next hearing, and this one takes place in front of Judge Garcia. And let me tell you, the tone shifts, but the entertainment value does not. This hearing is unintentionally hilarious for a whole different set of reasons. What starts off as a fairly normal court appearance quickly turns into a situation where the defendant tries to outsmart the judge, and Judge Garcia responds with a level of patience, sarcasm, and judicial authority that makes the entire moment worth watching. Things escalate, tempers flare just a bit, and the whole scene becomes one of those courtroom clips you can't help but laugh at, even while shaking your head. So with Judge M setting the tone in the first hearing and Judge Garcia bringing a totally different kind of energy in the second, we've got a perfect combination of courtroom reality and pure entertainment. Let's get into it.
You either
Walk.
give us the right address so we can send it to you.
Apartment 110,
We sent
Ponca
that.
City, Oklahoma 74601. Is that what your court clerk has?
That's what she sent it to, sir.
All right. Well, I'll be watching the mail. And if we're going to set this over again, I can't appear at 9 a.m. anymore.
Well, you'll just need to turn yourself in. Actually, this isn't working out. You're
Right. If 60-241 doesn't work, let's go with 60-219.
You have to file a motion, sir, and you have to appear.
It's a judicial motion. I'm moving that you file the judicial motion, sir.
Those are also civil statutes, not criminal statutes.
Well, the Supreme Court suggests otherwise, that it can be, let's see here.
We'll
The
go
judge
ahead and
may only
extend
judge-
our warrant limits, Judge. We can call this one done this morning.
There we go.
All right. That sounds like a great idea. You're going to have to be here in person. We cannot deal with you remotely. You're not cooperating. All right. This hearing is concluded.
We honestly need more judges out there like Judge Garcia. Far too often, the default response is to throw someone in jail. But that approach ends up costing taxpayers a lot of money while doing very little to actually solve the underlying problem. Judge Garcia, on the other hand, takes a much more practical and effective route. Instead of immediately resorting to jail time, he focuses on consequences that actually make an impact. Consequences that teach responsibility rather than simply adding another bill to the public budget. For example, taking away a defendant's keys, holding them accountable on the spot, and speaking to them with the firmness you would use on an adult who's acting like a stubborn toddler tends to work far better. It not only gets their attention, but it forces them to confront the reality of their choices without placing an unnecessary burden on the system. This kind of judicial approach saves money, reduces pointless incarceration, and still delivers a clear message. If you're going to behave irresponsibly, there will be consequences, real ones.
All right, so Mr. Polk, we've got 3 sets of tickets, so we're going to go through this one by one. All right, so we're going to start with your newest case, your 2024 case, and it's for no driver's license. How do you plead to those charges?
No contest.
Okay, how did you get here today?
I drove.
Okay, so why do you have a license?
They're suspended.
Okay, so what in your right mind gives you the right to get into a vehicle when you know you can't?
I had to get to work.
I don't care what you had to do.
I understand.
There's a Via bus. There's Uber. I don't care if the world's ending. You don't have a right to drive. I do not understand what nobody gets about that. They just think they can do whatever they want because I have to go somewhere. Too bad. If you have to go somewhere, go to DPS. That's what you need to be going. What is the issue with your driver's license? I'm guessing these other tickets, correct?
I believe so.
Okay, is this your only set of tickets, or do you have tickets at any other court?
No, these are the only tickets
These are the only tickets.
that I'm aware of.
So hand over the keys, because now we got to treat you like a little kid because you can't do it on your own.
Well, I already texted her and told her.
Well, whoever comes, they can pick up the keys at the front because you ain't getting them back.
All right.
I feel like something important is being overlooked here. You're standing in front of the judge saying you have absolutely no idea where these charges came from. So the logical first step is simple. Plead not guilty and get an attorney. There's no reason to try to navigate a legal situation like this alone. Even if you can't afford one, the court can appoint an attorney for you. And honestly, with 9 kids to take care of, you almost certainly qualify for a court-appointed lawyer without any issue. It's amazing. How many people walk into court completely unprepared, confused and convinced they can figure everything out on the fly, instead of planning ahead or seeking legal guidance? They end up stumbling through the process and making things much harder than they need to be. At this point, I'm starting to think some of these folks would be a lot better off spending a little time watching videos like mine before their court date. Just a bit of preparation could save them so much trouble. And seriously, having 9 kids means you're practically one full lineup away from creating 2 hockey teams. So if anyone deserves a free lawyer based on financial strain alone, it's definitely you. Hopefully this time around, the advice sticks and you get the help you need before the situation escalates. Even more,
Just ran your name. And when's the last time you had a driver's license?
I'm not too sure.
Like
to be honest
years?
with you. I believe so.
Okay, because I just ran your name.
I mean, when I got put over, he said that I could get my license back. I just need to pay a surcharge or something like that, but I'm not too sure how much all that is.
Okay, have you even picked up the phone to call?
I haven't, just on the 4th I got pulled over, and no, I haven't called to see how much everything is.
Okay, and see, that's what gets me, Mr. Ronald, is you have time to do all this other stuff, but you don't have time to pick up the phone and call DPS to figure out, because you have to drive, that you don't pick up the phone to see where you're at to get to be able to drive legally. Because you know what the sad part is? You have absolutely nothing holding you back. Nothing. Your name is completely clear.
I mean, I got 9 kids.
and that brings us to the end of the second hearing. Seeing it in person really leaves you with mixed feelings. Honestly, I truly hope this guy gets his life on track, not just for himself, but for the sake of his 9 children who are depending on him. People can turn things around, and I genuinely hope he finds the motivation to do it. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I always enjoy reading your takes on these cases and seeing the different perspectives you all bring. Unfortunately, that's where we're going to wrap up today's video. I've got to start making my way back home to the United States. But before I go, I want to leave you with something important. Make sure you check out my sponsor using the link aura.com/teamskeptic. I know a lot of viewers tend to skip through sponsored segments because they assume nothing like that will ever happen to me. But the truth is, it did happen to me, and chances are, your information may have already been affected too, without you even realizing it. Aura helped me catch the issue early, and it could do the same for you. So once again, huge thanks to Aura for supporting the channel and protecting me and so many of my subscribers. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button. If you didn't, feel free to hit the dislike. Feedback is feedback. Just don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe with notifications turned on so you never miss future uploads.
So, I mean, really, I don't have too much
You had
money
time to make kids, right?
what does that have?
Means you don't have time, you can't pick up 2 minutes to call to DPS, but your excuse is, I have 9 kids, so I should be able to
I
drive.
call DPS and it's too much for me to pay. It's not gonna get paid.
But see, you're already trying to make a problem when you don't even know what you have to pay, because by your own words, you have not picked up the phone. You have no idea what your fine amount is, but you're already complaining that you can't do it when you don't even know. That's all I hear is complaints. And you don't even know why you're complaining, because you don't even know the amount. Right?
Right?
Okay. So let's start taking responsibility.
I'll
Pick up the phone.
I'm looking at that.
You're going to, because now I'm court ordering you to.
Okay,
And now you've got 90 days to figure it out.
okay. To figure what out, how much it costs, or to get them back.
I don't know. You're gonna have to figure all that out, not me.
All right.
Just like everybody else here, they call DPS and they talk, ask them what they need to do, like adults, and figure it out.
I mean, so if I just don't want to drive no more, I don't have to get my license back, right?
No,
If I
but
don't
that's the
drive.
problem is, you're driving. You
All
drove
right,
over
but if
here.
if I don't drive no more, I don't have to get my license back, right?
No,
Okay.
but that's not what I'm asking you. Now I'm court ordering, you're gonna get it.
So you're ordering me to get my license.
Yep. Because you're obviously, I don't trust you that you're not gonna drive. You drove over here.
I just had the young lady before, she handed over her keys, and none of this. All right, you don't trust me not to drive.
And for your information, you don't compare yourself to anybody else, because you don't know what her situation is with the girl before you. And you're sitting in front of me with 5 other violations. She wasn't.
Okay,
Okay. So don't compare yourself to
Okay.
anybody.
yes, ma'am.
So your next one here is from 2015 and it's for theft.
I don't even know what that one is or from.
Okay. So how do you plead guilty? No contest or not?
Yes.
Huh?
No contest.